I want this kind of a structure. So for this, because I have just only taken this 0 0.1, 0.2, 0.4 and 5 points, let's say. So these points will create a grid like this. For both the axes, for two axes, I'm going to take a grid. How I'm going to create a grid? We have a predefined function in Matlab that is x comma y. Okay, let me take capital X comma capital Y is equals to mesh grid of x comma y. Okay, now what's this? Mesh grid is a predefined function which will take the row vectors of x and y and it will create a grid. This kind of a structure that I have shown you. This kind of grid it will create. And at every point, when we are working on floor, at every point, z is equals to 0. I think here z is equals to 0, 0, 0, 0. At every point, z will be 0. So for 3 graphics, I am mentioning zeros of size of what? Size of capital X or Y, both are same in my case. So you can take any value. Okay, size of 0. Okay, I think this is enough. Drag close here and mesh. F mesh was the functional mesh. F mesh we were using in the last example, that was for only the functions, the equations. But now I'm going to create mesh of x, comma, y, comma, z. Correct? Hope where I'm going to run this. Okay, this run. See, it has created a mesh. What I had given 0 to 5 x, 0 to 5x, but it has created a matrix for you. Can you see it has created a matrix for you, and likewise it has just created a matrix for y also. Zeros is the z matrix. This is where I can see my flow. Okay. This is where I can see my flowing. Correct? So hopefully you are getting ready to make the walls around it. So let me just make some walls around it. So first wall I'm going to make in between x and z. This kind of wall, not this kind. This kind of wall. In 3D you can rotate it, but the mesh grid will be in between. What? The mesh grid will be in between x and z this time, and at every point y will be 0. So I'm just taking all the specifications from here, and I am actually pasting it over here. Now the new mesh grid will get created in x and z, but z is zeros. But for mesh grid, it needs a row vector. So here I'm going to create a small z is equals to 0 colon 0.1 till 1. Let's say this is the height of my row. Okay. This is now z. I'm just changing all the specifications in the previous code only to save the time. Okay. So, okay. Let me run this. Oh, yes, it has given me one wall. Can you see this wall? but before it has given me the floor, but not on the same plot. How can I use it on a same plot? Before using next plot, just use hold on the same plot. You will get this thing on the same plot here. Let's rotate it. Yes, this is the same plot. This is my flooring and this is my first wall. Okay. I hope you get this point, and it's very easy, and you can create different animation or different figures out of it. Let me make another wall for you. Okay, this is my another wall like this. Okay, I am making this green wall. Now the measure will be in between y and z, and x at all points it will be 0. So again, I am taking these lines from here. I was just copying them and they got deleted. Okay, x and no, y and z this time. Y and z. So small y. Capital X, capital Y. Hold on is not required because you can put one time hold on. Okay, now let me get my second ball. Okay, good. So you can rotate your. So we are actually creating a room, okay, with the like, floor and two walls. The view is not very nice because they are looking like, okay, you can use surf instead of mesh. Surf will get color filled all the things over here. Mesh instead of mesh, I'm using surf here. Surf again. Just using this surf. Now it is good to my eyes. It's looking like I have created something because in mesh it was so translucent lines were visible. This is how you can create your different shapes. I hope you are enjoying this, and okay, then we will continue this. All right, so we were doing this as our cube, or you could say we were doing this as our room plot in 3D graphics using Matlab. So here we have discussed till two walls here. This is my rotation button. I can rotate my 3D graph with this. So let me rotate my 3D graph here. I hope this is very much clear that one is floor and two walls are here. Okay, then next thing I'm going to use is, can you please think of what we are going to do if I want to like make a mesh grid in between this axis and z axis. Now what is this axis? I don't know. For that I am mentioning x label of capital X, and let's say y label of capital Y. So just to get to know which is my x-axis and y-axis. Okay, just need me to label it. So yes, my spelling was wrong, or my bracket was not present here. So that's why it was giving me an error. I think I should run this again. Okay, this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis. After rotation, I get to know that I'm going to do one more mesh grid I'm going to create on x-axis and y-axis. At this point, all the values of x will be same 0 to 5, but what will be the value of y here? It will obviously be 5 times of the previous value. Previous value we were using it as 0. Now in this case we are going to use it as 5. But how 5 matrix I'm going to create? Let me make first my mesh grid is equals to mesh grid of x comma, not y, it should be z, because I'm going to create a ball and ball will have my z. Z is representing the height of the ball. So y will be equals to 5 multiplied by ones of what? Ones of size of x. Okay. So let me make this as one bracket is extra here, I think. It's looking like an extra bracket is there. Okay, now it's okay. So y is equals to 5 of ones. I have used ones matrix because I need in this measurement I need y as 5 in like on every point. The y should be 5 on every point. So the equal size of matrix will create by size of x, and it will create 5 cross 1 1 1 1 1. That will create a 5 cross 5 matrix for me. 5 elements, same size of fives matrix here. So next thing is surf of x comma y comma z. This will be my z should be capital here and y should be again capital x capital. Okay. So okay, let me run this and let us create the third ball of my cube or my room. This is my third ball. This is my third ball. As you can see, this to just cover up my fourth wall, my room with the fourth wall, I want to discuss something with you that this room will have a door. So what door I'm going to create a door? How can I create the door in my room in 3D graphics? So there is a provision, you cannot delete the graphic. Like you cannot delete the row vector or the matrix in graphics. So if I want to create a this door to my okay, so I'm going to create a door. Suppose at this 2 to 3, I'm going to create the width of the door will be 2 to 3 here. And what will be the height? Let's say from 0 to zero point 0.4. 0 to zero point 0.4 will be my height of the door. I have a door at the one wall only in my room. So I am going to create this room's door. Okay, so there is a provision of only you can make the required graphics. You cannot delete the graphics. That is why I am using from 0 to it will be y 0 to 2. 0 to 2 y angle will y row vector will be y. I am using 0 colon 2. Okay, and z I want initially I want from z should be same 0 to 0.1, that is same. So I'm going to create one new mesh grid y comma z is equals to mesh grid of small y, because I have updated my y value. That is why I'm like going to use this value here now. 0 to 2. Okay, so x will be, what will be the x value? X value will be 5 multiplied by bunch of size of x, not x, it will be, let's say y. Okay, so then we put surf of x comma y comma z. I hope it's clear to you. If it is not, please consider that I'm going to create a half wall at this portion, because in between I want to create a door. That is why I am leaving the space for door. So here I'm creating from 0 to 2 y, and I'm creating new mesh grid in between y and z, and else things I have cleared, I think. So let me just draw this, run the program, and see half wall is created here. Not the full wall, half wall has been created here. Okay, fourth wall is half here. So what my requirement, next requirement is, in this case, I want my door width is like from 2 to 3, okay, and from 0.4 to 1 will be my height, because in this area the hollow space, the vacant space will come for my door. Let me just put one more value for y. So y will be again from 2 to 3, 2 to 3, and this time z is different. Z is from 0.4 to 1. Okay, so this time z is different, and again I'm going to create the same measure. So I'm copying these 3 lines here, and I'm just putting it up here, and let us just run. Okay, let me see. No, it is giving me some error. Why it is giving me error? What is that? Z must be an vector. Okay, so error is in 71. Okay, error, surf check data arguments. All right. So surf is not working for us because Z is not clear. Z must be a matrix. Z here should be a matrix. Why it is not? Z, it is not a scalar or vector. It must be a matrix. So we are making it as a matrix. Okay, should have the interval also 0.1. I think it will work now. I didn't give the interval of z, so it was behaving like a row vector only. Here, let me rotate my figure and let us just see. Yes, I think it's done. Okay, so as you can see, this area is left. This area is left. Like this view is better. So this area is left. This is my door area. I want to create a door here. So the rest of my wall will be from 3 to 5. Rest of my wall will be from 3 to 5 in y-axis, and z will be from 0 to again 1. Okay, so I am copying this 4-5 statements because I'm going to change only the things here, which will be from 3 to 5. And the values again from 0 to this. Okay, I hope this will work.